Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 268 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I'm filming this a day early. It is Friday the 8th of August 2025, and I'll be posting the video. I'll get the editing done later. I'll get it posted and ready to schedule to go live on Saturday mid-morning sometime. I have things going on all day Saturday. I have an event to go to for 10:30. It's an hour drive, and be there for several hours, and then an hour drive back home. Then we've got a bunch of things that have to get done, so I'm just not going to have any spare time to film on Saturday. I'm hoping I can squeeze in some knitting time, but I won't have time to film it tomorrow, or on Saturday, so I'll film on Friday and I'll have it posted for tomorrow for you guys to see. So I don't have as many days knitting time done this week, but such is life. But it has been, I'm on a monogamous knitting kick right now. Who knew? I'm dying to cast something new on, and I have several whips that need attention, and I'm just working on one project. Oh well. So this might be a short episode again, but my knitting progress this week, I've been working on my 2 at a time sort of shorty socks, and this is my last 2 20-gram skeins of yarn from my Opal Advent calendar from 2023. So this is the last mismatched pair. And then this project, my 24 individual mismatched socks in Opal yarn, will be done. So I am really kind of eager to get these finished so that it's done. And that project is all done. And then I am excited to get another Advent calendar to do something with in the upcoming Advent season starting in December. Don't know which one I'm ordering yet, and I have no idea what I'm going to make with it. So I have some ideas. I really don't think I will make another, I doubt I'll do another sweater. I have 3 sweater type projects on the needles now, and I've been neglecting them all for way too long. So I have no business casting on another sweater. Don't hold me to that because I might do it. But I'm going to wait and see what Helen Stewart has for her, what does she call that? Her Advent season. What does she call that? I thought she had a name for that, where she puts out a handful of different patterns throughout the Advent season. And there's usually one large project that is designed for using a Advent calendar. So I might make whatever that is. I might do the habitation throw. I'm kind of intrigued by that blanket. I'm one of the few people who's not made that one yet. So if her big Advent project doesn't speak to me, I might do the habitation throw. Maybe. Or I might look for something else. Something along that line. I have time to think about this yet. So anyway, back to my 2 at a time sort of shorty socks. I was just barely started them when you saw them a week ago, last Saturday. So I'm in row 10, 20, 30, 40. I have almost 50 rows done, or rounds done. I need 55 before it's time to start doing the gusset increasing and then switch over to do the heel. So they're coming along nicely, and this is all I've worked on all week. I have been fairly disciplined, and I've been working on other things work-related things during the day, and I usually just do a bit of knitting while hubby's doing his dreadmill time before I get on there, and I work on them in the evening when we're watching TV. And otherwise I don't really do any other knitting or crafting during the day right now. I've been really focused on getting a lot of work things done, or work related things done. So I have not been devoting as much of my spare time. Well, I haven't really had a lot of spare time. I haven't been devoting much extra time to knitting in the past. Well, my shirt seemed like it's leaning over this way. Well, anyway, so that's my knitting content this week. We are going to be, hubby and I are quite busy over the next, we've got 3 trips coming up over the next 3 weeks. So I'm not sure how much knitting time I'll get during those times. I will try to get a video up each weekend as usual. I'm hoping I can have my opal socks done for next week, but we'll see. So this week coming up, leaving on Sunday, we are going to Williamsburg, Virginia. We had friends of ours at church are giving us a week, or almost a week, at a timeshare that they have. So we're going to stay there. So they've given us the hotel for almost the week, and we're going to spend a fair bit of time just exploring the history stuff around there. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how much knitting time I'll get. We probably will spend most of the time in the evenings. We'll just spend at the hotel, so I probably should get a fair bit of knitting time. We'll see. I am going to take my opal socks with me, and I'll take yarn for another pair of vanilla socks to get started if I finish them before we come back home again. And I will have an extra day of knitting because normally I film on a Saturday to Saturday, so I have the full 7 days of knitting time in there. And today I only have the 6 days. So there will be an extra day of knitting in next week, but we're also going to be quite busy. Then we have a retreat we're going to. It's a husband and, or it's like a pastor wives retreat we're going to for 3 days the following week. And then the week after that, we are going to go down to visit a couple from our church. Keep inviting us to go to their place down in West Virginia. And they keep saying we should come visit when they go down there on a fairly regular basis. They live up here, but they go down there. They have a place there as well. So they've been asking us to come and visit for ages. So we're thinking, well, we're going to go and visit there. So we have a trip to Virginia. Then the other one's just in Pennsylvania, so it's fairly close to home. But we are staying in a hotel. And then the next trip is to West Virginia. So we're doing a lot of traveling this month, for the rest of the month. So that's fun. I'm excited about that. And I'm trying to decide what yarn to take to work on. I'm kind of leaning towards making my second pair of Advent socks from my Freckled Whimsy skeins that I got last year for 2024. I made the first pair, and then I have still 50 grams left. And what I plan on doing is starting at the toe, and I'll work the color sequence in the reverse order. So where the first one I start at day 1 and work to day 24 at the top, this one I'll start day 24, we'll start at the toe and work all the way up. So they'll look like 2 different pair of socks once it's done. And I'm excited. I think that's what I'll take with me, because the yarn's all balled up and ready to go. So that's handy. I think that's what I'll take. I don't know if I'll actually get started on them or not. Stay tuned, come back next week and see if I actually got started on that. My hair's looking something else today. It's getting too long. I was scheduled to have a haircut on Wednesday this week, but because we're going to be out of town, I had to reschedule it, and I can't get in to see my hairdresser until the 27th. So it's going to be getting, my bangs are going to get a lot longer and scragglier. Scragglier? I think that's the word. Anywho, so my hair is a thing, as usual. I don't seem to fuss or muss with my hair much. And I'm planning on starting a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a knit along, a join along. I'm going to start it after I get back from Virginia next week. And what I need to do is, I've got a lot of finishing up that needs doing. I have a lot of projects that I have not yet tucked in the ends. I've been really bad at doing that, probably the most of 2025. So I have quite a few projects where end weaving is needed. I have several projects that are not yet listed on Ravelry. I want to get that caught up. So I want to go through all my stuff. I'm looking over here because I've got like a whole stack of stuff on this chair here. There's like, there's no chance anyone can sit on that chair. It's just, it's piled with way too much stuff. So anyway, I want to get caught up on a bunch of those. I want to, one, locate all the projects that need something done with them. Whether that something done with them is to create a Ravelry page, because there's several that I have not yet created a Ravelry page for. I need to get that updated because I like having a record of all my projects on Ravelry. Second, I have a lot of my Ravelry pages that do not have pictures of the finished objects. I need to rectify that. I want that done. So I want to get my new project pages added. I want to get pictures of all my finished objects that are not yet on Ravelry. And I have a bunch of ends that still need to be woven in. So I need to get onto that and get those ends all tucked in and get them completely finished. Then I can take the pictures and have everything updated. I also have not yet blocked my Stephen West mystery shawl from the fall of 24. It's not done yet. I can't remember when I finished it, but I haven't woven, or I've woven in the ends, but I have not blocked it yet. So that is another thing that's on my list of things that have to be done. So what I am going to do is I am going to start up a little join along, and what I want to do is have it run for maybe 2 weeks. I'll probably start it when we get back from Virginia and have it run till the end of August. So I'll probably run it for 2 weeks because I think that'll be sufficient time for me to get all my loose ends tucked in and done. So that's my plan. So I'm kind of hoping some of you might want to join in with me. So maybe if you want to start collecting up some of your loose ends that need fixing and doing, we can maybe do that together. And if not, if no one's interested in joining, that's cool. Cheer me along. Just cheer me on that I can get all this caught up and done and put away, so I don't have this like mountain of stuff on my chair. And another project I want to get done is I want to go through and sort through all my finished socks. And I'm still looking at the video I posted before I went, or when I was away in Manitoba. I haven't put those away yet. That's just, all that yarn is just sitting in a little pile on the floor beside me here. Sometimes I am so disorganized. So I want to go through those. I want to separate all the projects out that are my designs versus, and get that all put in one spot, and have another collection where I just have all the socks that I've knit and which ones I like and want to keep and which ones don't fit or I don't want to keep, and decide what to do with them. Maybe sell them on Etsy. Some of them I will give away to whoever. And that's another thing I need to get going on and get done. That's a little farther down, I'll wait and do that. I'll work on that once we get closer to September. Can you believe I'm already talking about September? How is it almost autumn? Well, it does mean that the heat's going away soon. We can hope. Anyway, I'm really starting to ramble now, so I will let you go, and I will see you guys again in a week. Alrighty, take care, everybody. Bye.